Hey everybody, how's it going? So today I wanted to do a video on Nebraska and their legislation regarding right to repair, or lack thereof. One of the first times that I went out of state to do any sort of testifying on behalf of right to repair was in Nebraska in early 2017, I believe March 2017. I'll put a video in the description down below. And long story short, we got laughed out of the place. Literally laughed out of the place.
Senator Chambers.
I have an amendment which, if she would adopt, it would come out.
Okay.
About mountain lions, prairie dogs.
Strike all contents, original contents in the bill, and insert the following. Better luck next year when we come back.
There was a senator, I believe it was Lydia Brash, who actually listened to everything that we had to say and was more than happy to push the bill forward. She actually listened to her constituents, really seemingly nice politician, in the short period of time that we got to spend in her office. So every now and then, Kevin in Nebraska will send me these little updates on how things are going down there, and I try to follow them. I'm never going to forget my experience when I went to Nebraska to do the advocacy work, because this is like the first time that I was showing up to testify for a governmental hearing where I thought it actually mattered, dressing fully professional. So I showed up there, and I think like a suit jacket and dress pants and my New York accent. And I remember one of the people there who was a farmer saying, "I thought you were one of the opposition lobbyists." So they were all kind of giggling, and I thought, why? And it's, I have a New York accent. I showed up in a suit. I was speaking like a business owner, and several of them had no idea that I was actually for right to repair rather than against it. And I remember some of the people there saying, I never thought that one of the people who would have made the biggest push for this type of legislation in favor of Nebraska farmers would be a New York City business owner that can't grow a plant of corn. Anyway, I wanted to share this with you, so I will. It is from Kevin, and it says, "Dear Senator Halloran and Agricultural Committee Chairman, it comes as no surprise that the medical establishment is upset that they can't even fix their COVID-19 ventilators due to unbridled corporate greed. Hero Senators just announced a bill titled the Critical Medical Infrastructure Right to Repair Act of 2020. To date, no relief for Nebraska farmers in their legislative quest via the Unicameral to obtain repair software for their farm tractors. Today, only approved agricultural dealerships get access to repair and diagnostic software for tractors. The farmers and ranchers spoke via their Nebraska Farm Bureau Delegates in 2016, 100%. And in 2019, 176 to 1 in favor of right to repair. The Nebraska Farmers Union is also 100% on board. The Nebraska Farmers Union, they want help from state senators to fix their tractors. That's a fact. Hats off to the talented lobbyists at AEM and EDA, who obviously do a great job winning versus this overwhelming majority of your constituents, farmers and ranchers who are left holding a worsening farm lot, filling up of agricultural equipment vulnerable to more expensive fixes each year. This monopoly on agricultural repair has got to stop. Please forward the bill, Farm Equipment Repair Act, to the drafting committee as an Agricultural Committee priority bill. And I will include the links to the PDFs down below. Lastly, a compromise agreement between the NEFB, NFU, and the agricultural equipment industry is flat out worthless without access to payload files or software patches. We need the exact same deal as the dealers get. Any compromise here will result in a continued 100% monopoly on repair, and independent farm mechanics will be left out. All we want is what the automobile industry already has: repair software. Kevin, farmer right to repair advocate in Raymond, Nebraska. And it kind of makes me sad, because when you go to places like when we went to Maine, there was I think Joel Stetka said, nobody showed up from our state in support of this legislation, which was, there was one person that showed up. He didn't have a business. He was working, just out of his apartment, and he was showing how he fixed a receiver. But in Nebraska, they voted 176 to 1. Nebraska Farm Bureau Delegates, Nebraska Farmers Union. Many of these people are Nebraska is a farming town. I don't understand how it is that so many of their politicians can ignore this basic issue that virtually all of their constituents are in complete agreement on. And it's interesting, because in some areas they say, well, no one showed up from our state, whereas in Nebraska, you have lots of people showing up from their state for years and years and years, and there's really little progress being made there. So here's my ask. If you are from Nebraska, I'm going to include a list of emails down below, and I would suggest that you voice your support for this type of legislation in your state if you believe right to repair is something that should be passed in Nebraska, or if you are a farmer in Nebraska who agrees with the concept of right to repair. They don't listen to people from out of state, but they do take people seriously within the state. And while the Agricultural Committee chairman is not really going to give a crap about what they hear from a MacBook repairman in New York, they're going to care a lot about what they hear from farmers and people who support farmers in Nebraska. Now, that's about it. I was going to include this down below. And yes, I realize that my shirt has this stain on it. I forget if it's oil from my bike or is a brake fluid or something. This is my favorite shirt. I love this shirt. This shirt means everything to me. I like the gray polo shirt, black button, white horizontal stripes. I like the way it looks. I like the way it fits me. I'm not ready to give it up yet. I'm just not ready to start the grieving process. It's got a bunch of little holes over here. It's totally falling apart. One of the things I hate about fashion is I'll find a shirt that I like. I'll buy it. Being me, I'll get home and I'll search the tag or the SKU online, and I'll want to buy 10 or 20 of them. Because once I find something I like, I never want to step in a clothing store again. I hate clothes shopping. It's awful. And it'll be out of stock in every single website. Every time I find something I like in a store, that's the only one left in existence. You cannot buy more. It's so annoying. And if I could find another shirt like this, I would put this shirt to rest. But I can't. I like it. I know it has stains over here, but I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready. That's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye now, and thank you so much for helping to support Right to Repair advocacy.